sometimes you're like, you know what, I can't put together a whole meal, but you can make your own pizza. So if you look over here, you're going to see some toppings. Today we're going to use a little bit of capers, and I believe using what's in your refrigerator. I've got some roasted, ripened dried tomatoes. Okay, so I got that here. We've got some basil to work with tonight. We're going to have some veggie, vegan Parmesan. I've got some mushrooms, some peppers, and some onions already cut up. We've got some amazing organic basil and tomato sauce for our pizza. Tonight I'm going to go ahead and saute some of this with this new Italian sausage. It's vegetarian / vegan. It's very tasty, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and use some of my new favorite beefless ground, okay? So we're going to go ahead and turn this on here because this is going to be one of our amazing toppings. I like things really tasty. Just because you're vegan / vegetarian doesn't mean that you don't want things to taste good. So this is a gluten-free product, if you can see that. It's vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free. So when you pour it in a pot, pan, I don't start with any oil or anything because I'm going to be adding some tomato sauce. I did a video with some sofrito. I just need a little bit for a topping. Put this back in my freezer. It's got the seal on it for the Ziploc seal. Okay? So you buy it, when you buy it, it's frozen. So just to kind of get it warmed up a little bit, I take a little bit of my sofrito. If you remember my video, this was cilantro, peppers, and onions. Can you see that? I wish on the video you can smell it because it smells amazing. So I'm going to put some of that in there, about a tablespoon. And about a half. Okay, mix that up. If you look in the pan, it's, getting warmed up. Okay. And then, of course, I'm going to use my Francisco's Cocina adobo. Kind of get that seasoned. Just a little dab of do-ya. Love things to be real tasty. Now, I am going to use a little bit of tomato sauce. Okay. And this is a non-GMO tomato sauce. It's organic. Okay. Just about a tablespoon to start. Get that all mixed in there. Can we see that? Now, while this is getting warmed up, we need a little bit of sazon with it as well. Okay? Remember that video I did with the sazon? Just a little dab of do-ya. I can't wait to taste it. Because this is what we're going to use for our topping. Oh, that smells amazing. Okay. Now, while this is getting warm, I'm going to move this over to the back burner. And I'm going to start another little pan here. And this is going to be where I saute up some of the peppers and onions. Matter of fact, I have it over here. So while that's getting warm in the back, we'll go ahead and get this warmed up. We're going to use a little bit of olive oil. And we're going to saute up some of these peppers, onions, and mushrooms. And my mushrooms was kind of on the last leg, and I said, you know what? I don't waste anything, so you still can use them. Okay? This sausage that we talked about, I need some scissors to cut. And with this one, you cut the casing, you take it out, you cut off both ends. Okay, and then you slice this casing off. You can't cook it with the casing on it. Okay. Once you get that all off, take a peek at your pan. We still have a little time on that. I'll get rid of this. I love my favorite Santuki knife. Okay. I'm going to slice this up right now into the sizes that I want, so we can place them on our pizza. Okay. So we've got this pretty much all sliced up, and it's very tasty. Again, this is the Italian style because they've got smoky apple, but that's the Italian style. Okay, my pan is getting pretty much warmed up here. Put a little oil, little olive oil, little avocado oil. You can even use coconut oil. When I look at what's going on back here, this looks amazing, and I love to taste things. Perfecto. This is going to serve as our topping. That's done. I'll turn that out back. Make sure that this pan is getting nice and hot. While that's getting ready, let me go ahead and prepare my little, pretty much like a cooking sheet. I love to use parchment paper. I don't use aluminum foil. I'm going to get my parchment paper ready. Place that here. And the flatbread that we're going to be using is a gluten-free flatbread. And if you notice, it's vegan. Okay, it's gluten-free, non-GMO, just perfect. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. So let me get that ready for us over here while that's getting warm. Oh, that looks pretty already. Okay, so we've got a couple of things going on. Looks like it's getting nice and warm here. I'm going to go ahead and put my, yes, this is how you know your pan is nice and warm. You kind of hear that sizzle when you put it in. And again, I like things to be really, really tasty. So I'm going to add a little bit of my adobo. Francisco's Cocina's adobo. And I mean, if you didn't pan sear, I'm going to add a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. If you didn't pan sear your peppers and onions, it'll be crunchy on your pizza. I love things that are sauteed, just a little dab of Duya. We've got that going. You can add a little extra oregano if you'd like. My adobo has oregano in there. So we'll get that nice and sauteed up. Again, we can sort of get rid of some of those things that we don't need. I can't wait to taste that fresh basil on my pizza. We can kind of put this away. Get that sauteed up. We'll put some of the sausages in there and the mushrooms a little bit later. Also, one of the things I love about this flatbread is the size of it. I mean, this is a personal size homemade pizza. You can eat this yourself or share it with some friends. I'll go ahead and put some of these back while you're looking at that. Those peppers and onions. It smells so good. It just looks amazing. I love having a clean kitchen while I'm cooking. It's just great. And again, this tomato sauce is organic, pretty affordable. This is the sofrito that we talked about before with the cilantro, with the peppers, with the onions. It's getting sauteed. Looks amazing. Okay, turn that up a little bit. I'll go ahead and add some of the Italian sausage. We want that pan sear, and we kind of want the flavors that's in that Italian sausage with the fenugreek seed and the peppers. We want it to kind of blend together and marinate together. Oh yeah. That looks great. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of organic oregano. I love herbs. Fresh herbs, dry herbs. That looks amazing and it smells amazing. Sometimes people add a little additional garlic to their pizza. I wish you can smell the aroma. So tasty. I want to get a little bit more of a sear on my sausage, and then we'll put it in the oven because you know that that'll sort of finish it off. So this is going to be really tasty. We've got our meatless beef here, seasoned up really nicely. We're going to have that for a topping. We're going to have this for a topping. Okay, I'm going to add my mushrooms now. And what's great about it, to kind of let it sweat a little bit, you can add you can add the lid to that. Now while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this pizza sauce and begin to place that on this amazing flatbread. And it's going to be really tasty. I mean, you've got great taste with the sauce. The flatbread has a nice consistency to it. You're going to have great toppings. So this is a really nice meal. You can cut up a couple of pieces of kale and put it on it if you like. I don't like a whole bunch of sauce, but I want it to hit pretty much all the corners. And I don't want it to be dry. Let's see, can you see that? Perfect. Oh, I'm getting so hungry. I think that's quite a bit. That looks pretty nice. Let's see how this is doing. Oh, very nice. Look at that. Oh, and the smell again, that aroma. Just a little bit more, and we'll be ready for that one. And again, online, you can get the sizes of Francisco's Cocina Sazon and adobo. And these sizes here that you see here, this is the sazon, this is the adobo. Okay, so we'll go ahead and begin to place a little bit of this meat that we seasoned up. Oh, that looks amazing. Just kind of sprinkle that on. You know, we're building our homemade pizza. Okay. You want a little bit more sauce, which I think I do over here, and then these places over here. I like it hearty. I mean, this is for dinner, so. Okay. These toppings are ready. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That looks so tasty. The mushrooms, everything. This is going to be a nice hearty pizza. A nice tasty pizza. All the flavors begin to come together with the onions and the garlic. And then we're going to take it further. We'll stop there because we've got some other pieces to make a little bit later. Put that over here. Now we're going to add those crushed, sun-dried tomatoes, just a little bit. And again, you find the toppings that you like. Add some of those capers for that little salt. It adds a little bit of green. And then I'm going to finish off with some basil and Parmesan. I love basil, and it actually looks really pretty. These are some bigger pieces, so I'll just go ahead and break that up. Oh my goodness, that looks so pretty. And lastly, the veggie Parmesan, which is very tasty. And you can be heavy-handed with this if you like. A little piece breaks off, sprinkle it around. Oh, that's pretty. You know, I'm about 5.5 months in with my vegan, vegetarian lifestyle, and I love it. And I'm just finding more and more things that I can actually eat that are very, very tasty. So let's go ahead and put this in the oven. Look at this. This is phenomenal. We'll go ahead and put that in. Ooh, what is this? We've got one that's done. That looks beautiful. Let's go ahead and taste that. I'm going to get a plate. Let's go ahead and get this cut. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh yeah. And then look at the nice thickness of that flatbread. And you can see it's pretty hearty. Let's taste it. I'll do it in slow motion. Oh! That is tasty. Hopefully this helped you to make your own pizza in a vegan and vegetarian way.